Good morning, everybody. Let's talk accounting. Um, where we left off yesterday, we're working on problem 2.1 in the book. And I've already gone ahead and put over, as you can see, the numbers from here over to here. The accountant at Roland Industries provides you with these things, right? So for the first quarter. And what you got to do is you got to calculate the total prime cost, total conversion cost, total manufacturing costs, cost of goods manufactured, and the cost of goods sold. So I had gone ahead and prime cost, conversion cost, manufacturing, cost of goods, all that good stuff, right? So the reason why I'm doing this in Excel, as you can imagine me probably saying in class, is that it's just easier. Uh, I went ahead and moved all the numbers over. You do a quick verification. Sometimes it's nice to go ahead and set this up so it has uh, the comma in there, right? Makes it easier to verify. And it looks like all my numbers are correct. So we're going to go ahead and do some math. All right, so the total prime cost. As you may know or remember from class, total prime costs include direct materials and direct labor, right? Well, we are given the direct labor right here, but we're not given the number for direct materials right away. So we're going to have to go ahead and do that math ourselves, right? So if we're going to get direct materials, we're going to start with the beginning inventory. So that'd be January 1st. We're going to add in the direct materials purchased during the quarter, and then we're going to subtract out the ending inventory. And this will give us the direct materials that were available during that time. All right, so we can go ahead and calculate our prime cost equals direct labor plus direct materials. And if you ended up with 657, 100, congratulations. We got the same thing. Now, the total conversion cost, right? That one's a little bit more straightforward, and we have both the numbers that we need. The first number that we're going to need is direct labor, because it makes sense. The conversion cost is where we're taking the raw materials and we're turning it into the finished product. So we have to have the labor. And the other thing that we need to have in order to do this is going to be the overhead, right? And the electricity, the rent, all this other stuff, powering all the equipment. That's going to be your total conversion cost. Now, total manufacturing cost is going to be your overhead, your labor, and your direct materials, right? Next is going to be the cost of goods manufactured, right? And that is where we're going to have to sit there and do a little bit more math, right? We're going to start with our beginning work in process, right? Then we're going to add in our total manufacturing cost. Then we're going to subtract out our ending work in process. Why? Because it's not done. So it's not part of the cost of goods manufactured. And we end up getting that, right? It's just a little bump higher, not too much, but there we're at. Finally, we want to figure out what did we sell, right? The cost of goods sold. So how do we figure that out? Well, we're going to start again with cost of goods manufactured. We're going to add in the beginning inventory of finished goods. And then we're going to subtract out the ending inventory of finished goods. So basically, we had our beginning. We got all this stuff that the goods manufactured, right? Minus the things that are left over that are still work in process. Subtract out our ending inventory balance for finished goods, because if it's in our inventory, it's not sold. And that's pretty straightforward on how we do that. The nice thing about this is if you set this up correctly and you change these numbers up here, you're done with your homework problem. Any questions or concerns, please let me know, and I will do what I can. Thank you.